Shalom, 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 everybody. How y'all doing, man? Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. What it is, what it is. I hope everybody having a good one today, man. Hey, we are here on the Sabbath. Hey, I brushed a breathe, so it's time to get up and read. So, hey, we're going to pick back up in the book of Job, in the book of Job, chapter 11, and we're going to see how far we could get to while we trying to see what it is and what it ain't, and what we can and what we can't, and the do's and the don'ts, man. You know, see what it is. Take the time out to open up the book and read. Open up the book and read. Seek and you shall find. Seek ye the kingdom of God first, and all these things shall be added unto you. Well, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that on the Sabbath, man. The Sabbath day. Ooh, let's give some reverence. When you come in, like, comment, subscribe, man. Leave something, man. All the likes help the algorithm. All the comments help the channel as well. So every little bit helps. Every little bit helps, man. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna blow up the trumpets, man, and give some gratitude to the Most High God for allowing us to see another Sabbath, for giving us eyes to see, ears to hear, a mouth to be able to speak, and a mind to think, a heart that can pump that blood that we needed to pump, feet to walk on, and all. If you feeling pain, hey, you got pain receptors to feel them, man. So hey, let's keep on moving, man. One day at a time, one little bit at a time, line upon line, here a little and there a little, till we can seek and find the things that was left behind to help ease our minds. So shalom, happy Sabbath. And all the little drums are still ringing in here. All the little drums are still ringing in here. All right. Before we get into the book of Job, man, Job been going through it. Job has been having all type of things happen to him. Sabbath reading. Hope you got up and did something today. Hope you read something today. I should have up and read the book of Joshua this morning, but I didn't. Oh, I was so out of there. Chapter 11 is called Zophar. Let God speak. Zophar. Man, my eyes are so blurry. My eyes is blurry right now. Before we get into, let's get into the milk, man. Let's get into the books of the Bible before we get into this. And then we're going to run through the books of the Bible, and then we'll read. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, which is what we're in, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, 1 Ezra, 2 Ezra, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, Wisdom of Solomon, the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, Baruch, the Song of the Three Holy Children, the history of Susanna, the destruction of Bel and the dragon, the prayer of Manasseh, 1 Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, and within this Bible is 3 Maccabees, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, and Revelations. Those are the books of the Bible. Hey, whoever had that like, thank you. Thank you, whoever put the like up there. So let's pick back up in the book of Job, the book of Job, and see what Job talking about, or what Zophar, let God speak, is talking about. So what we're going to do, we're going to seek. We're going to seek. We're going to seek, and we're going to try to find. what it is and what it ain't. Seek out our forefathers. Then answered Zophar, the Naamathite, and said, should not the multitude of words be answered? And should a man full of talk be justified? Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, shall no man make thee ashamed? For thou hast said, my doctrine is pure, and I am clean in thine eyes. But oh, that God would speak, and open his lips against thee, and that he would shew thee the secrets of wisdom, and that they are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacteth of thee, less than thine iniquity deserveth. Canst thou by searching find out God? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection? It is as high as heaven, and what canst thou do? Deeper than hell, what canst thou know? The measure thereof is longer than earth, and broader than the sea. And if he cut off and shut up, or gather together, then who can hinder him? For he knoweth vain men. He seeth wickedness also. Will he not then consider it? For vain man would be wise, though man be born like a wild ass colt. Repentance and forgiveness. If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hands toward him, if iniquity be in thine hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles. For then shalt thou lift up thy face without spot, and yea, they shall be steadfast and shall not fear, because thou shalt forget thy misery, and remember it as waters that pass away. In thine age shall be clearer than the noonday, that thou shalt shine forth. Thou shalt be as the morning, and thou shalt be secure, because there is hope. And yea, thou shalt dig about thee, and thou shalt take thy rest in safety. And also thou shalt lie down, and none shall make thee afraid. Yea, many shall make suit unto thee. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost. Chapter 12. Job, the just man, is scorned. And Job answered and said, no doubt, but ye are the people, and wisdom shall die with you. But I have understanding as well as you. I am not inferior to you, and yea, who knoweth not such things as these? I am as one mocked of his neighbor, who called upon God, and he answered him. The just upright man is laughed to scorn. He that is ready to slip with his feet is as a lamp despised in the thought of him that is at ease. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure. Into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. But ask not, ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this? In whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Doth not the ear try words, and the mouth taste his meat? With the ancient of wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He hath counsel and understanding, and behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. And behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. And with him is strength and wisdom, and the deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bonds of kings, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. He leadeth princes away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the aged. He poureth contempt upon princes, and weakeneth the strength of the mighty. He discovereth deep things out of the darkness, and bringeth out the light the shadow of death. He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straiteneth them again. He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and causeth them to wander in the wilderness where there is no way. They grope in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like the drunken man. Chapter 13. Hold your peace, Job. Lo, mine eyes had seen all this, mine ears had heard and understood it. And what ye know, the same do I know also. I am not inferior to you. Surely I would speak to the Almighty, and I desire to reason with God. But ye are forgers of lies, and ye are all physicians of no value. And oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom. Hear now my reasoning, and hearken to the pleadings of my lips. Will ye speak wickedly for God, and talk deceitfully for him? No. Will ye accept his person? Will ye contend for God? Is it good that he should search you out? Or as one man mocketh another, do ye so mock him? He will surely reprove you. And if ye do secretly accept persons, shall not his excellency make you afraid, and his dread fall upon you? Your remembrance are like unto ashes, your bodies to bodies of clay. Hold your peace, let me alone, that I may speak, and let come on me what will. Whew. Wherefore do I take my flesh in my teeth, and put my life in mine hand? And though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain mine own ways before him. He also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. Hear diligently my speech, and my declaration with your ears. Behold, now I have ordered my cause, and I know that I shall be justified. And who is he that will plead with me? For now, if I hold my tongue, I shall give up the ghost, and only do not two things unto me. Then will I not hide myself from thee. Withdraw thine hand far from me, and let not thy dread make me afraid. Then call thou, and I will answer, or let me speak, and answer thou me. Make me know my sin. Make me know my sin. That's what I need. Make me to know my sin, dear Heavenly Father. Make me to know my sin. How many are mine iniquities and sins? Make me to know my transgression and my sins. Like that. That's a good one. Wherefore hidest thy face, and holdest me for thine enemy? Wilt thou break a leaf driven to and fro? And wilt thou pursue the dry stubble? For thou writest bitter things against me, and makest me to possess the iniquities of my youth. Thou puttest my feet also in the stocks, and lookest narrowly unto all my paths. And thou settest the print upon the heels of my feet. And he, as a rotten thing, consumeth as a garment that is moth-eaten. Chapter 14 of Job, the brevity of man. Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble, and he cometh forth like a flower and cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such as one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. And seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, and thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Turn from him, that he may rest, till he shall accomplish his as an hireling his day. For there is hope of a tree, And if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. And though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water it will bud, and bring forth boughs like a plant. But man dieth, and wasteth away, and yea, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he? As the waters fall from the seas, and the flood decayeth and drieth up, so man lieth down and riseth not. Till the heavens be no more, there shall not awake, nor be raised out of their sleep. And oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time and remember me. If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come? Thou shalt call, and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to the work of thine hands. For now thou numberest my steps, and dost thou not watch over my sin? My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and though thou sewest up mine iniquity, and surely the mountain falling cometh to naught, and the rock is removed out of its place. The waters wear the stones. Thou washest away the things which grow out of the dust of the earth, and thou destroyest the hope of man. Thou prevailest for ever against him, and he passeth. Thou changest his countenance, and sendest him away. His son come to honor, and he knoweth it not, and they are brought low, but he perceiveth it not of them. But his flesh upon him shall have pain, and his souls within him shall mourn. Chapter 15 of Job. Unprofitable talk. Then answered Eliphaz the Temanite, and said, should a wise man utter vain knowledge, and fill his belly with the east wind? Should he reason with unprofitable talk, or with speeches wherewith he can do no good? Yea, thou castest off fear, and restraineth prayer before God. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. Art thou the first man that was born? Or wast thou made before the hills? Hast thou heard the secret of God, and dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself? What knowest thou that we know not? What understandest thou which is not in us? With us are both the gray-headed and very aged men, much elder than thy father. Are the consolations of God small with thee? Is there any secret thing with thee? And why doth thine heart carry thee away? And what do thine eyes wink at? That thou turnest thy spirit against God, and lettest such words go out of thy mouth. What is man, that he should be clean? And he which is born of a woman, that he should be righteous. Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints, and yea, the heavens are not clean in his sight. And how much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water. I will shew thee, hear me, and that which I have seen I will declare, which wise men have told from their fathers, and have not hid it, unto whom alone the earth was given, and no stranger passing away among them. The wicked man traveleth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in the ears, and prosperity, and prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. He believed not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. He wandereth abroad for bread, saying, what is it? And he knoweth the days of darkness is ready at his hand. Trouble and anguish. Trouble and anguish shall make me afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. For he stretcheth out his hand against God, and strengthened himself against the Almighty. He runneth upon him, even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of his bucklers. And because he covereth his face with his fatness, and maketh collops of fat on his flanks. And he dwelleth in desolate cities, and in houses which no man inhabiteth, which are ready to become heaps. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, and neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. He shall not depart out of the darkness, and the flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. And let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. And it shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. He shall shake off the unripe he shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, and shall cast off his flowers as the olive. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. Chapter 16. Assuage my grief. What does assuage mean? ASSWAGE. Assuage. Let's see what it means. No, Lewis, I have not watched The Chosen. I have not watched The Chosen. ASSWAGE. Assuage, to soften, to sweeten, to abate, to subside. Soften my grief, assuage my grief. Assuage. I wonder how you pronounce it. Bible, biblical pronunciation. Assuage, 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 to soften. Then Job answered and said, I have heard many such things. Miserable comforters are ye all. Miserable comforters are ye all. And shall vain words have an end? Or what emboldeneth thee that thou answerest? I also could speak as ye do. If your soul were in my soul's stead, I could heap up words against you and shake mine head at you. But I would strengthen you with my mouth, and the moving of my lips should assuage your griefs, or should soften your griefs. And though I speak, my grief is not assuaged. And though I forbear, what am I eased? But now he hath made me weary, and thou hast made desolate all my company, and thou hast filled me with wrinkles, which is a witness against me, and my leanness rising up in me beareth witness to my face. He teareth me in his wrath, who hateth me. He gnasheth upon me with his teeth. Mine enemy sharpeneth his eyes upon me, and they have gaped upon me with their mouth, and they have smitten me upon the cheek reproachfully, and they have gathered themselves together against me. And God had delivered me to the ungodly, and turned me over into the hands of the wicked. I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck, and shaken me to pieces, and set me up for his mark. His archers compass me round about, and he cleaveth my veins asunder, and doth not spare. He poureth out my gall upon the ground. He breaketh me with breach upon breach. He runneth upon me like a giant. My witness in heaven. I have sewed sackcloth upon my skin and defiled my horn in the dust. My face is foul with weeping, and on my eyelids is the shadow of death. Not for any injustice in mine hands, and also my prayer is pure. O earth, cover not thou my blood, and let my cry have no place. Also now, behold, my witness is in heaven, and my record is on high. My friends score me, but mine eye poureth out tears unto God. And oh, that one might plead for a man with God as a man pleadeth with his neighbor. And when a few years are come, then I shall go the way whence I shall not return. Job chapter 17. Where is my hope? My breath is corrupt, my days are extinct, and the graves are ready for me. Are there not mockers with me? And doth not mine eyes continue in their provocation? Lay down now and put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that will strike hands with me? For thou hast hid thine heart from understanding throughout. Therefore shalt thou not exalt me. Therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. And he hath made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime I was as a tabret. Mine eyes also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow, and upright men shall be astoned at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. But as for you all, do ye return and come now, for I cannot find one wise man among you. My days are past, and my purposes are broken off, and even the thoughts of my heart. They change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness, and if I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said the corruption, and thou art my father. To the worm, thou art my mother. To my sister, and where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit when our rest together is in the dust. Chapter 18, Bildad, we will speak. Let me see. I think I'm going to stop at chapter 23. I'm going to read up to chapter 23 today. I know it's 40, I believe it's 42 chapters in Job. Yeah, it's 42. We're going to read up to 23, so that way we only got 20 chapters left. Chapter 18, Bildad, we will speak. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, how long will it be ere ye make an end of words? Mark, and afterwards we will speak. Wherefore are we counted as beasts and reputed vile in your sight? He teareth himself in his anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee? And shall the rock be removed out of his place? And yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine, and the light shall be darkness in his tabernacle. Ooh-wee. And his candle shall be put out with him, and the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. What is the jinn? I wonder if that's like a genie. The jinn. Put a question mark by the jinn. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. And terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. And it shall devour the strength of his skin, and even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. And it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation, and his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. And he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. And they that come after him shall be stoned at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. Chapter 19, you vex my soul. Then Job answered and said, how long will ye vex me? Will ye vex my soul and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times have ye reproached me, and ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me? And be it indeed that I have erred, mine error remaineth with myself. And if indeed ye will magnify yourselves against me and plead against me my reproach, know now that God had overthrown me and hath compassed me with his net. Behold, I cry out, I have wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no judgment. He had fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he had set darkness in my paths. He had stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from mine head. He had destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together and raise up, and their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. And he hath put my breath far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me, and my kinfolks have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in mine house and mine maids count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer. I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, though I entreated for the children's sake of mine own body. And yea, young children despise me. I arose, and they spake against me. All my inward friends abhorred me, and they whom I loved are turned against me. My bone cleaveth to my skin, and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. Have pity upon me, have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God hath touched me. Why do ye persecute me as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written, And oh, that they were printed in a book, that they were graven with an iron pen and laid in the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another. And though my reins be consumed within me, but ye should say, why persecute we him? Seeing the root of the matter is found in me. But ye, afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. Chapter 20. Then answered Zophar the Naamathite, and said, therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach in unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. And they which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. And yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, and neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down, and with him in the dust. And though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. And God shall cast them out of his belly, and he shall suck the poison of ass. The viper's tongue shall slay him, and he shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey, and the butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. And according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not. And surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, and he shall not save of that which he desired. And there shall none of his meat be left, and therefore shall no man look for his goods. And in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and cometh out the body, and yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, and terrors are upon him, and all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him, and it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, and the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. And this is the portion of the wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. Last chapter, chapter 21. But Job answered and said, hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolation. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mock on, and ask for me, as is my complaint to man. And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me, and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth, And even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembling taketh hold on my flesh. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, and yea, are mighty in power, and their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, and neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and the harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in the moment go down to the grave. And therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty, that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Much profit, much profit. Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? God distributeth sorrows in his anger, and they are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. God layeth up his iniquity for his children, and he rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure hath he in his house after him, and when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? God is judge. Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high? And one dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. And another death in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. Another dieth, with bitterness in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worm shall cover them. And behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them to go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, that they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath? Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he hath done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. And the clods of the valley shall be sweet unto him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. And how they comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answers there remaineth falsehood. And we're going to stop there. We're going to stop there in chapter 22. That was chapter 21. We stopped on chapter 22. We'll come back next time and pick up at chapter 22 of the book of Job, as we continue to see what it is and what it ain't, and what we can and what we can't, and the do's and the don'ts that have been left behind for us. The things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, and that's what I'm trying to do. Do my best to take heed to the things that were written aforetime so we can learn from it. And through the patience and the scriptures, we might find hope. Man. Job going through it and there's people coming against him. Job going through it, there's people coming against him. How many times have you gone through that? How many times have you fallen short to the people that have, maybe the people who have been in your ear yapping that talk, trying to get you to go against the Most High God for what you know was right, for what you know what is right, and for what you know is, the correct way to go. They try to detour you. Got to be careful. You got to be more careful. but we still give reverence to the Most High for what we do have. The things that we do have, hey, give reverence for that. Be grateful for that. Be joyful for that. Give honor for those things, because you didn't have to have breath to breathe today. You didn't have to have eyes to see. You didn't have to have ears to hear. You didn't have to have a mouth to talk, but you had all those things. You have all those things. So be grateful. Be grateful. You might as well get up and read and see what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Good strong blows. Good strong blows. All praises to the Most High God, man. Hopefully the horn and the trumpet sound can be heard, so that way I can be remembered while in the trials and tribulations I may be going through. Man, unblock me, Lord. Unblock me. Unblock me, Lord. Unblock me. I'm calling you. Hear my call. Hear my cry. Help me. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, all praises, man. All praises. Another Sabbath. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing and try to do better on a daily. That it should be objective. You have breath to breathe, so therefore you have all you need to succeed. So, man, succeed at little. Succeed at little and work your way up to succeed in that great, and put yourself in a better place, a better position, a better mind frame, a better understanding, more wisdom. Put yourself in there. Whoo. And get unblocked. Gotcha. Happy Sabbath, everybody, man. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sabbath. Continue to keep pushing. One day at a time, one page at a time, one section at a time, one live at a time, man, till we seek and find the things that was left behind, so we can help ourselves to restore our minds, restore our nobility, restore our honor, restore our respect for ourselves, restore the great things that were in the beginning aforetime. Restore them. Restore them. Put things back like they were, instead of the chaos that it is in now. But it is on you. You have to restore your life first. You have to restore the things in your home. Start in your home first, and once you fix and sweep around your own front door, then you can start sweeping around other people's houses and helping other people. But help yourself first. So till next time, everybody, I hope y'all have a wonderful Sabbath, man. Do some reading on your own. Don't just let people tell you anything. Read for yourself. Shalom.